What's going on, guys? In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Firstly, if you're not too sure what cognition and cognitive psychology are, check out the YouTube short where I break them down for you real quick. Now with that said, let's get on it. Piaget believed that we are born with the basics to allow cognitive progression, namely reflexes and senses. He believed that as children move through the stages of intellectual development, more complex abilities become possible, kind of like unlocking parts of a skill tree in an RPG. He identified these 4 stages as follows. The sensorimotor stage between ages 0 and 2 years. In this stage, the child's knowledge is limited to what their senses tell them when they're exploring their surroundings. The preoperational stage between ages 2 and 7. In this stage, the child has some language but makes mistakes with logic, such as a car has 4 wheels, therefore everything with 4 wheels must be a car. According to Piaget, children at this stage show ecocentrism, meaning they can only view the world from their own viewpoint and are insensitive to the fact that the view of others may differ from their own. Irreversibility, meaning they don't understand that an action can be undone. And centration, meaning that they are more likely to focus on the small parts of a task rather than the entire thing. The 3rd stage is the concrete operational stage between ages 7 and 11. Children show an improved use of logic at this stage, no longer showing egocentrism, irreversibility and centration. However, they can't yet show abstract reasoning. These kids also understand what is called class inclusion, which is knowing something can belong to 2 or more categories at once, such as a tabby belonging to both the cat and animal categories. The 4th and final stage is the formal operational stage, from 11 years onward. By this stage, the kid is far more advanced. They can use abstract reasoning in problem solving, they can hypothesize, use theoretical principles, and deal with hypothetical situations. Pretty dope, right? Throughout Piaget's work, you'll come across the word schema. But what are they? A schema is a kind of mental picture that contains all the information you know about an object, concept, or action. For example, your schema for an elephant may be that it's big, grey, and has a long trunk. According to Piaget, schemas help us organize and interpret information. When we have a new experience, this information is either assimilated into the schema, as it is consistent with what we already know, or accommodated, where the schema itself is updated with the new information. This process of accommodation and assimilation is what Piaget calls equilibration, and is the thing that drives cognitive development. He believes that children try to find balance between the two. Piaget didn't stop there. He also introduced the concept of conservation, which is the understanding that a set of quantities stays the same even if it looks different, such as how the amount of water doesn't change if transferred from a short wide glass to a tall slimmer one. He believes that children at the concrete operational stage can correctly identify this. Piaget's theory was not without criticism. For example, to some extent, Piaget underestimated children's abilities at each stage. He also stated that practice and teaching wouldn't speed up progression through the stages, but this isn't true. Piaget's methodology was also questionable, as his use of interviews and observation are open to subjectivity and researcher bias, as we looked at in our previous video. Hopefully this has given you guys a better understanding of Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.